Hey you guys, back again with another video. Today I am making pepper steak my way. Yes, I'm making pepper steak my way. I'm using olive oil. You can use whatever oil you can, Can you see? Oh goodness, I didn't realize I was pouring that much in there. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Like I said, I'm making pepper steak my way. And I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. I don't know if y'all can see. Let me see. Need to make sure that y'all can see. But yeah, this is the pan right here. So I started not to do the video because I was already in the, how you say it, the gist of it all, if that's how you say it. I already cut my vegetables. I got onions and one onion and green peppers. So I love onions, so you can use less onions or more onions. It's up to you. But yeah, so I did the glaze and everything, and the what they call it, the glaze, and then the thing you soak your meat in. So I already did that, but I'm gonna tell y'all the steps that I did. So right now you're gonna add both your onions and your green peppers into the hot cast iron pan. And I use olive oil. You can use whatever oil you want to use. Ooh, child, turn the flame down. Woo! Turn the flame down. Don't want to set up no smoke detectors. What? So, Echo, 7 minutes. Second timer, 7 minutes. Starting now. So I use the meat that says pepper steak on the package, but you can use whatever steak meat you want to use. I don't really know no name for steak meat, but this is what I used. This is what I got from the store. I forgot the name of it, but I know it said pepper steak on the pack. So I just used that. I don't know what type of steak this is, but you can use sirloin or I don't know any other kinds, but okay. So I use coconut aminos for a substitute for soy sauce. And I use potato starch as a substitute for cornstarch. So I use potato starch or tapioca starch. So I have potato available, so I'm using this. But you can use cornstarch. 2 tablespoons of of soy, but I'm using coconut aminos. So 3, yeah. Now I'm gonna let this cook for 7 minutes. And I got the meat soaking in the refrigerator in the sauce. And the sauce. And I almost forgot that. I said, oh, I want to record myself making this. Oh, I gotta put some broccoli on. I already cooked some rice already. So yeah, this is what I use. Make sure you season your cast iron pan after you use it. And don't let it soak for a long time. It don't need to be soaked, you know? I mean, it do maybe for a few minutes, but don't let it sit no longer than a half an hour. Maybe a couple of minutes, and then you wash it. So, you add your everything with the meat. So I did everything. I should have did this on the video. So you add your 2 tablespoons of coconut aminos, but you can use soy sauce. You add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. In my case, potato. So 1 tablespoon of potato starch, 1.5 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger, a dash of salt and pepper. I use whatever seasonings I wanted to use. So, and you can add whatever seasonings you want to add to your food. I just follow a recipe off the. I just got a recipe off the internet, and I made my own substitutions and stuff like that. You can add whatever you want. You know, you can add whatever seasonings you want. I'm just going, but here. So, I really wasn't going to do this. I was like, wait a minute, let me record myself doing this. I could have showed y'all from the start. So the coconut aminos, the potato starch, the garlic powder, the ground ginger, and your seasonings, whatever seasonings you want to add to it. Then I mix it all, I poured it all over this. I didn't use all the meat as I showed y'all. And the rest is going to go in the freezer because I'm just going to use this. And this is the sauce that you let it marinate in, and then you put it in the refrigerator until you're ready to use. And then in this bowl right here, I made the glaze. Now this is 3 tablespoons of coconut aminos and 1 tablespoon of sugar. I added brown sugar to this. So yeah. So this is what you put in at the end. I have the rice already cooked. I need to put the broccoli on. Because, I've been getting this from the Chinese restaurant, and they don't do it right. Because I can't use their sauce, so it will come to me bland. Because I don't use, I gotta make it. Then I do it myself. So, I was like, let's get rid of the Chinese restaurant and just make it myself. Cook it how I want to cook it. You can use red bell peppers too if you like. You can use red bell peppers and green bell peppers, or just, whatever kind of bell peppers, yellow, orange, make it colorful if you want. So yeah. So I'm going to let this cook for 7 minutes and I'll be back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I got the broccoli on. It didn't start, boiling yet. So I'm transferring this into a bowl. This is actually the same bowl that the vegetables were. So I let it cook for 10 minutes, the vegetables. You can let yours cook longer or you can let yours cook less. I want to cook it less. Okay. So we're going to add some more olive oil to the pot. I don't measure that because I put as much as I want. You can too. You can too. So I think this is called the marinade sauce. Marinade sauce. You let it sit in there and, yeah. But if you don't use coconut aminos, you can use soy sauce. I'm using what, was best for me. Okay, sometimes I feel like when I'm in this kitchen, like I'm working in a restaurant, but I be doing so many different things, like, I'm gonna let my broccoli steam for 15 minutes, because I like a little crunch to my broccoli. I like a little crunch to my onion and green peppers too, but, so I like it, soft, I don't know how to explain that, but yeah. So we're gonna add this all to the skillets. Okay. Y'all, to be honest, this is my first time doing this, making this, and I only cooked a little bit. You know what? I think I should have waited for the broccoli. Echo, 5 minutes.
Third timer, 5 minutes.
5 minutes. And I had a steamer too. You know, like, you know when you buy a rice maker, it comes with a steamer. So I threw that away because I don't even use it. As long as you got a pot with a hole in them, you know, or as long as you got a pot, period, in the top, you can steam your vegetables in a regular pot. I'm trying to just like, how you say it, declutter. Is that how you say it? So this is what's going on here. I still need to invest in a countertop, what they call that, you know, ring light, so I can put it on the counter and it can look down on the food. But yeah. And then once this is done cooking or browning, I'm going to add this back to it, and then I'm going to add the glaze. So I told y'all for the glaze what I added, right? So coconut, 3 tablespoons of coconut aminos, 1 tablespoon of sugar. I use brown sugar, light brown sugar. I guess it really don't matter, but hey. But I'll be back when the broccoli is almost done and when the food is done. Well, not when the food is done, when this is done. Oh, let me show y'all the rice I made. I made basmati rice, Carolina basmati rice. Wait, it's not Carolina. Hold on. But yeah. So I use this is what I use. I know you're probably saying, "What's all that stuff in there?" Seasonings. So yeah, I use this in it. So good. You can add olive oil to the rice too. Wait, I gotta move them around, you know. I don't want them to stay on one side, you know. You don't have to add broccoli, but I love my vegetables. I got my you know, and this is Chinese food or Asian my way, I think. I think it's Chinese. I'm not sure. But this is Chinese food my way. Y'all see me do the chicken and broccoli. Now I'm doing the pepper steak with the onions and the green peppers and the broccoli and the rice my way. So yeah, okay. Chinese food cooked at home my way. Okay, y'all, look how that meat coming out. Look how that meat coming out. So I added 2 more minutes to it. And then you know you're going to add, you know, you want to let it cook some more too. You know, you got to throw the vegetables in there. You got to throw, you know, the broccoli has already been going for like 3 minutes. So I'm going to come back. Matter of fact, we're going to add this right here. And I'm going to come back in another part. And we're going to finish this up. So I'm just adding this right now. I don't know if I'm going to add the broccoli to it. I don't know. I was thinking about adding the glaze to it now, or should just wait for the broccoli. So yeah, I got more to do. If I want to make some more of this, I got more. And I even saved the I didn't use all of the bell peppers. I used the half and then the top, that, you know, that top part of the you know. So yeah. So I'll be back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So the broccoli is done. So I was going to use this to put my food in so I can get that takeout experience. But this is something in here already. I had extra one, but things tends to grow feet in this house and walk out. But yeah, so we're going to add the broccoli. So I'm going to use this pan to put my food in. I'm going to come back in another video and plate it. But yeah. Oh. We're going to add broccoli. Okay, I didn't use all the broccoli. I didn't use all the broccoli. So now we're going to put the glaze on. So even though the recipe says 1 pound of the meat, I only use half. Because I didn't, I'm not going to eat all this. Like I said, I always cook a lot for myself. I always cook a lot. More than, like when I'm just cooking for me, I always wind up cooking more than enough. Echo, 2-minute timer. So I added some water to it to thin out the, the sauce. So I'm going to come back in another video and we're going to plate this. So yeah. And this is enough for 2 people, maybe 3. And I call myself just making this for myself. I always do that. I always do this, Cook just for me and make more for me and 2 other people. So this is my version of Chinese food pepper steak with broccoli. My version. My way. Ramona's way. Okay? And with rice. So yeah. I really wanted to eat it out of the Chinese food container. And here we go. And if you want, you can drizzle some olive oil over your rice. I'm going to add some, let's taste it, y'all. Fuck my bad. Let's taste this. Let's taste this. We got to taste it. I'm going to come back in another video and taste it. But I want to taste it for you guys now. So we're going to try the pepper steak meat itself. Father God, in the name of Jesus, bless this food and divine Jesus, I pray. Amen. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh. Ooh. Next time I cut back on the sugar. And throw some vegetables with it. So I'm the only one eating this. So if you see me double dip, that's my business. Okay? Oh, let me turn this off. Look at that brown. I probably could just add the brown gravy, right? Oh, that's a thought. Got something going there. But next time, I'm gonna add less sugar. But y'all don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share. And all that good stuff. This is good. Woo! Dip that broccoli in that sauce right there. Ooh, that's hot. All right, y'all. Bye.